Start your engines!
Green flag is in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go 4-wide racing, boys.
All the way down through the short chute, Ambrose was giving Jeff Gordon a shove, and Gordon pops out from the pack with the lead. So Ambrose in the 9 pushed Jeff Gordon away from the pack so he could hook up with his Richard Petty Ford teammate Eric Almirola in the 93. Can they lead the first lap? Don't count on it. Here comes the outside lane, led by Tony Stewart, pushed by Matt Kenseth, followed by Ryan Newman, and Stewart leads lap 1.
Got a problem down
Regan
the back
Smith.
back there. Regan Smith.
A lot of smoke from under the hood of Regan Smith Chevrolet. Last year's Darlington winner brings out the first caution of the day. Running in a tight pack there and up in smoke.
Yeah, I think this exploded.
Now that's going to make the Childress Group a little nervous because this is one of the engines out of the Earnhardt Childress Racing Engine Shop. They've got a lot of engines in this race, but you can almost bet probably from overheating.
Clint Boyer had a little bit of trouble. Let's replay. Stalled.
He did stall, and he has to reset that system before the electronic fuel injection system before it recranked.
His right hand went over to the master kill switch. You turn off everything, kill all the power, turn it back on. You see him, he's doing it again right with his right hand. Turn it back on. That resets the system. Just sort of some of the procedure that you have to go to when you stall the engine.
All part of learning about the new electronic engine management systems in use in NASCAR this year, including electronic fuel injection. New leader Michael Waltrip. Waltrip and Hamlin worked together to overhaul Matt Kenseth's 17 as that outside lane began to work and powered Waltrip to the front. Bill Elliott returned to the track. He's the black car on the bottom as Waltrip and Hamlin flash by. And Denny Hamlin leaves room at the bottom. Here comes the 17 of Kenseth to the inside as Hamlin works his way down the racetrack. And got a little close there.
Yes, it did. You could deem that maybe a pass below the line, but I think it was forced down, and that makes it okay. Here we go. We got them 4 wide off turn 2 right there.
And that was the effect of Hamlin's loss of momentum as everybody scrambled to get back in line.
Got Ryan Newman off the pace here going down the back, looks like. No, he's coming down pit road.
Yeah, he's going to make it to pit road. Ryan, our Martinsville winner, comes in here 10th in the points. You can see Steve Burns. We're seeing water being spit out at the base of the windshield. Seems like he's overheating.
That's exactly what's happening, Larry Mack.
Yeah, I've just been watching that inside line, and a couple of times it looks like they've slowed a little bit, and that outside line's picking up some momentum, and Johnson is there.
Yeah, you got to give Jimmy Johnson credit, that 48. They have not given up on this outside line. They've been at it for about 10 or 15 laps, and they're going to get the lead down the back straightaway.
Oh, yeah, he got a little help from a teammate. It's all about your friends, buddy.
Last time Michael Waltrip led more than 15 laps here, he won September 2003.
Well, he shouldn't be having any heating issues because he's had all the clean air for the last several laps.
Here comes 5-time Jimmy Johnson. Will lead lap 46. Just past 1/3 distance, Dale Earnhardt Jr. leads a 4-car breakaway.
I'm smoking. I'm blowing up, guys. Hello?
All right, baby, get off the track there. Park it around the apron there. You sure, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's oil smoking. It's not running. I'm wide open.
4.
Now, Denny Hamlin was up with the leaders, but now finds himself back in 32nd place. Very deep in the running order, still on the lead lap. but 17 seconds out of the lead.
He was the first driver to hit pit road at lap 57, but of all the drivers that did 4 tires, he had the slowest stop of any other driver. You can see the problem right here on the left side. They couldn't get the left front on, and now he's finally found David Reutimann to hook up with. Certainly Denny Hamlin needs a caution. 20 seconds, that pit stop, 5 to 6 seconds slower than most of the other drivers.
4 extra seconds here. Well, that's a quarter of a mile out on the racetrack.
And for the 4th time this year, Dale Earnhardt Jr. leading in a race. Came in second in points, looking for his first win of the season. But another lead change here as Matt Kenseth, winner of the Daytona 500 in the 17 Ford, moments ago, getting out in front of Junior. You'll notice where Jeff Gordon is as well. And Junior slipping all the way back to 15th. In fact, so far in the first 100 miles of this race, we've had 6 different leaders and 6 different race teams going from front to back. Overall now, 10 lead changes and 8 different leaders. Dale Earnhardt Jr. all the way back to 19th, but that's how quickly you can go from the front to the back.
Continue to be impressed with the run of Kurt Busch and the fun that he and James Finch and company have had with this Talladega Nights Ricky Bobby scheme. It even carries over to their in-car radio discussions.
Slingshot engaged. We copy down here, Ricky.
The pack is gaining on you guys pretty good there, Ricky. They're about a second a lap faster.
Yeah, 10-4. I don't want to bump into him and spill his macchiato.
Does he have all those movie lines on his dashboard or what? No. Greg Biffle, the Sprint Cup point standing leader, up on the outside and to the lead as they come past Paul Menard. Whoa. Menard did not lose the position on pit road, but he will lose it now. He's not eligible to blend up into traffic till he gets up to speed in the back straightaway. Thanks, Jeff. New leader. Been waiting all day to say this. It's Ricky Bobby.
I'm going fast.
Mama.
Look at me, Mama.
Yeah, they must have told him the Cougar was in the car.
How many times have we seen that movie?
At least 15.
Leader, Ricky Bobby.
You know, if you don't have a sponsor on the car, you might as well have some fun. I love it.
You know what? If they do well with it today, they might just want to leave that on there.
Then Reutimann in the 10.
Boy, Matt Kenseth in the 17 with help from his teammate Greg Biffle. They just shot to the outside, drive right by Kurt Busch.
Yeah, watch it.
Darrell, they made it look easy.
And I think for those two guys, it is pretty easy right now because they seem to have the speed, man.
We'll bank that one for later in the race because Kenseth has been able to pull out in front almost at will.
Just fuel pressure. Well, we got Harv up here trying to. He's got a problem. I don't think he can get to pit road.
Too much traffic, Darrell. He could not make the left turn to pit road. We've only had one caution today. Harvick's going to have to either make it around or exit to the infield. That sounded bad.
Yeah, he was running when he came by. He should not be out of fuel.
We run out of gas a lot.
That's a heartbreaker.
Boy,
evidently, they didn't get Kevin Harvick's car full of fuel the last stop because he was one of the last drivers to pit.
Big crash, turn 3.
Reckon behind you.
Tommy Baldwin gets piled up
Yellow.
with the 42 of
I think the
Montoya.
24's in there, too.
Landon Castle, Martin Truex, Carl Edwards are all involved as one car slowed in the top lane. Terry Labonte and everybody else piled in. Watch the 2 white cars on the inside line as they come to turn 3. Whoa.
Looked like Blaney might have hooked.
Was that Castle?
Castle, I think it was, and that started that. And then Jeff Gordon gets pounded by Martin Truex Jr. He hit that wall hard, Jeff Gordon did.
Okay, here's another look. Almirola way down inside, and it was not Castle, but Almirola and Blaney who trigger this.
It almost looks like there was something wrong with Almirola's car, either out of fuel or something.
We were seeing a lot of drivers that appeared had something going on that last lap before this.
Look at the light at the bottom of the screen. Caution is out, and that light indicates pit road is closed. The flag waving as well, and both those drivers, Ambrose and Kenseth, were headed for pit road, and instead of staying on the racetrack, made their stops. Now, in addition to them, Kurt Busch and Bobby Labonte were out of gas and pitted too soon. So the cars under penalty have to line up at the very back. First it's lead lap cars double file, then cars a lap or more down, the free pass car Hamlin, anybody who took the wave around, and the penalty cars start out back as we go back to green with 38 laps to go.
Denny Hamlin, that 11 car, remember the last caution, just got the free pass, and here he's taking the lead in this race.
Yeah, it's a couple of Toyotas right there working together. That's what it's going to take to win this thing. You got to have some help.
Now the two penalty cars, Kenseth has fought his way back, 3 penalty cars that is, to 6th. Kurt Busch to 9th, and Marcus Ambrose to 12th. So the cars that were under penalty have made their way back into contention. Kurt Busch in the middle.
Whoa, man, there's some shaking and baking going on in front of those guys. Whoopee! And look at Junebug on the outside.
That's 4 wide.
I mean 4 wide at over 195 miles an hour.
And I think that got triggered when Kenseth tried to get to the bottom.
It did.
Suddenly everybody had to scatter and look for a place to race.
Here you go. Look at the speed. 201, 10 mile an hour.
9-10 miles an hour difference. Oh, there goes Kurt Busch. Big slide.
Roll out of it, all good. Roll out
Misses the wall and then collects it further down.
Yeah.
Oh, what a heartbreaker for Kurt Busch.
So good, so long.
But still on the lead lap.
Yeah, but he made very slight contact, but that's all it takes on that. The right side's pretty torn up, I think.
Well, he's coming to pit road the wrong way, which is going to put him a lap down.
I think this is a move Ricky Bobby would make right here.
There he is in second place, right in front of Keselowski.
Just everybody, Keselowski just caught him on the wrong side of the bumper.
While he was turning in the middle of a
He was trying
trioval.
to move, yeah, he was making a move, and it just, the trioval is the hardest part of this racetrack. I say it over and over again, but I know it looks simple, but it's the hardest part.
He elects the outside lane and brings the field to speed under green. 4 laps to go.
Boy, Denny Hamlin.
Oh, now another problem.
Hamlin got into Allmendinger, who gets away, but behind him, it's calamity.
Outside, stay again.
Good grief.
That's what I say. Good grief.
I want you to watch the yellow car of A.J. Allmendinger. He's the number 22.
Oh, AJ moved over and tried to block Hamlin. Hamlin got into Allmendinger, and that started the whole mess. I think it's a good shot right here, Mike. You see the 11s try to make a hole down the middle right there. Allmendinger said, y'all have no part of that, and that really is what caused the problem. Look at Dale Jr. work through there, the 21 car. Harvick's torn up.
Let's ride with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Now, just
Jamie
remember,
McMurray alongside and Stewart ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, Stewart gets wrecked big time, and Junior is right behind him, and watch this.
I'm going to go low.
He could have very easily have just slammed on the brakes, but he stayed focused, got through it. Could be the winning move.
Green flag and a lot of speedy dry down in turn 1. Here we go.
Keselowski was telling Kyle Busch, come on, let's go. But look at those two Fords. They just accelerate right, got on the bottom. Good choice on Matt Kenseth's part. Got his teammate behind him.
The dust flies as those Fords try and fly away from the field.
There's the guys you got to watch on the outside, Larry. Here they come, the 2 and the 18.
Keselowski in the 2. Look at the run. He's getting there with that push from Kyle Busch.
Did Matt Kenseth get too far out in front, or is he setting up for this? The last lap. Brad Keselowski pulling away. It's all happening behind him, and Keselowski for the second time will go to victory lane in Talladega.
Wow.